the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss, and in the letters you take form. No, I won't go back tonight with a habit to the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place. Don't you see? Ooh, yeah, you make everything. I'm the first one to get off at the station.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top?
Time has stood still. I'm gonna hold you tight.
Off the back of...
Not feeling like I need to escape.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
Here we go, lads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 red lights, and away we go. The Imola GP sprint is underway with Sam Rean running the Rean Racing F1 team. Poor start from him though at the back. He cannot get close enough to the cars ahead of him, Albon, Latifi, Norris. Oh, was close then from Sam Rean, and he is trailing at the back. Terrible start. I think it's a bit close there for comfort for Sam Rean against Latifi. Latifi hanging by a thread behind his teammate Albon, and Sam Rean's teammate Beckham. So, and just ahead of him in the distance you can see is Lance Stroll. So 2 out of 5 laps here in this sprint race.
You can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
And the engineer just informed Sam Rean of the DRS, which will be vital if he wants to get past the Williams. He is getting ever closer now, which is going to be vital for him. But it looks a bit like he's losing traction here. It's going to be fantastic.
Okay, so the car behind just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Car behind, pitted, of course, that is Fernando Alonso. We are heading to the last lap here
Final lap
of
of the race.
the race, and it's going to be interesting for Sam Rean now, see what he can do. But unlikely to make progress since his car is expected to be the worst car on the grid this season. But there's still hope for the team, because as predicted, majority of the field would be bunched up close to racing by Ross Bourne, who made the rules up, of course. So yeah, on this gorgeous Imola track, we spectate Sam Rean, of course. And yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens at the final moments of this sprint race. So here we go. Go left, right. Here we go. Right behind that, Williams and Charles Leclerc has won the race at the first ever sprint race in the first round of the F1 calendar. So 10 rounds here in this season. Subscribe, like, comment and share for that. And yeah, this is the end of the first ever sprint race at the Imola GP track, which is awesome. Thank you for now, and now we take you to the Grand Prix.
Charles Leclerc's points today take him to the top of the championship standings. So no more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Unlike most Formula One tracks, Imola is driven anti-clockwise and offers our drivers today just over 3 miles of glistening wet tarmac to negotiate. It's made up of a roughly equal split of 9 right-hand turns and 10 left-hand. Watch the drivers on the way into turn 16. Managing their speed there will be crucial, with the rain only adding to the difficulty of that downhill braking section, which then, of course, leads into the track's longest straight, though no DRS there today, of course. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Tsunoda, Vettel, Mick Schumacher and Ricciardo, Joe, Norris, Lance Stroll and David Beckman, Latifi, Albon, the Scientist and Fernando Alonso rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. The rain is falling today as battle commences for the World Championship once again. They've done very little running in these conditions, of course. Anthony Davidson, this could make a mess of our expectations coming into this Grand Prix.
Well, that's very true. If you want to mix up a motor race, a little bit of water on the circuit will do the trick nicely. The key to success today will be ensuring you're on the right tyre at the right time and making sure you can get them up to temperature.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Right, as they line up for the Grand Prix at Imola, is a soaking race coming up. So subscribe, like, comment and share, and let's get into this Imola GP track. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 5 red lights, and away we go! Fantastic start from the leaders ahead, but obviously Sam Rean we are looking at here, and he is not looking too great here at the Imola track. Oh, it is treacherous out there. It is, oh, it collides, and he spins. He collides with his teammate, and he spins, making him dead last of this Grand Prix. And so with this being said, he is going to be looking at the distance of the driver's ahead, and he cannot, for the life of him, save his race so far, because as you can see, he is 6.5 seconds to Alonso, the next driver up, around this Emiliano Romano made in Italy Imola Grand Prix. Now, move on into the race itself, where we get into the lap. As you see, Leclerc has DNF'd in this race. The race leader DNF'd Leclerc, and so has Sam Rean's teammate Beckham. He has retired as well, making Sam Rean 20th. And now, as we head into the pits
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
As you hear my co-commentator there, Crofty, he is correct. Let's find out how fast this stop can be. A quick nose change as well, just so it helps the balance of the car. As you can hear, there's loads of cars going by, and this stop has been 8.1, which is a very slow stop. But it is estimated now that 25 laps is going. 25 laps will be doable on this tyre, as he gets blue flagged here, Sam Rean, which is terrible for him. He also has picked up a penalty here, which is terrible. So he is going to be letting cars past here, but it's going to be tight, and he collides with Ricardo. He collides with Ricardo. Ricardo going very slow.
Green flag.
Yellow flag, actually. And what is happening to Ricardo there? Ricardo is slowing down, which is unusual after banging wheels with Sam Rean. And Daniel Ricciardo now is retired from this race. So some sort of fault with his car after colliding with Sam Rean, of course. This is not a good day to be a fan of Sam Rean. And this is definitely not a good time, because Sam Rean has revealed that he's going to retire from this race just to save on the parts on the car, which is interesting to find out why, but...
And that's it then for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And what a sensational victory they've managed to pull off here. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz manages to take control of the championship, securing the top spot with today's points. Let's have a look then at the driver's standings.